Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to this month's Market Watch. We're going to take a look at a few markets that potentially benefit from through the month of August. August is actually an interesting month. It's quite often a month where we see a lot of major trends reverse. So don't be surprised if current trends and current market structure changes dramatically in a lot of charts over the coming weeks. To illustrate just what I mean by that, we'll take a look at the seasonality first. Go over and take a look at our heat map. You'll see through July. July is typically a period where a lot of our currencies and equities do quite well. We've seen that definitely even some of the currencies would be even outperforming their seasonal averages, but they're certainly in line with what you'd expect on the upside in current currencies, the pounds and Aussies, etc. Into the equities as well down through here, it performed very well and very much in line with what you'd expect to see through July, especially in the Nasdaq. You see there typically outperforming the others, but you'll see a big change if you see come into the month of August. A lot of greens turning into a lot of reds, so a lot of markets typically turn around. You see experience a lot of weakness towards middle of the summer, actually extending even into September and October for some of them. Similar picture in a few of our metals, especially things like our platinum and palladium. You'll see turn around, but it's quite similar picture across the board for metals actually. So yeah, look out for and be very wary for turnarounds of current trends. If you want to check out the actual charts, the seasonal patterns, by all means jump on here and take a look for yourself. I want to focus more on the currencies side. There's a lot of interesting pictures in there. Just saying about the Aussie dollar. Typically a little top and some weakness through here into August and even into September. Pound as well, of really good seasonal patterns that we're seeing coming through from the British pound this year. Performed very much in line with what you expect. Definitely as well in July, performed very well, but you can see the tops through here just coming bang on where we are right now. Going into August, typically experiences a lot of weakness, so that's something to be wary of. Similar in CAD and Euro as well, and very much similar pattern in Kiwi. So just to illustrate that, I'm going to take a look at some of the COT data of these markets. Go on to the COT and your COT charts and see a lot of extreme positioning building up on our currencies, and also coming down into a lot of our commodities. So some down here as well, especially we're starting to see some interesting developments on the positioning side of commercials. And actually some nice moves beginning down through here. So if you're not familiar with these markets, maybe take a bit of time, check these out. Certainly some nice market structures developing down here and some potential moves through the summer. I'll not dwell on these too much. I want to focus more on the currencies, but by all means check those out. I was saying up here we have a lot of extremes in positioning across currencies. Very rarely we see all the currencies grouped together like this. Certainly indicating that positions are getting extreme. We're very close to a market snap because everybody's thinking the same thing. So the one I'm going to focus on is the Aussie dollar. Like a lot of the other majors, we're seeing some very interesting positioning develop. Say the Aussie's no different. After the recent run we've seen where pretty much all the majors have done very well against the US dollar. We've seen actually commercials take advantage of this rise and has used it as a way to build quite a significant short. In fact, I've seen the market seen this Aussie dollar turn in recent times. Up here around sort of just across the 80,000 mark in the number of short contracts, that has been enough to actually send this market lower. You can see with that's driving has pushed the net position to about a 4-year low, so definitely a lot of very significant positioning. And then on the long side you see very flat, no interest in the commercials on the buy side through there. So it's very much the short side, which is obviously the interesting one for us going into August, where we see potential weakness for the Aussie. Seeing those short positions being built up to that point where we have seen those tops form. So anybody looking to be long on this, you may be a little bit just to the upside where we possibly roll over, but be very wary of that. I think we are quite close to a significant top. Anybody looking on the short side, obviously just be looking out for chart structure and indicate that we are actually possibly looking to turn. but there is very much the possibility of a nice correction here on the weekly, which would open up the possibility back down into sort of the mid 70s again for the Aussie dollar. Okay, so that's my view on the Aussie. Say a few of the others majors are very similar positions wise, and also the seasonal patterns. So if you want to check those out for yourself, by all means do so. But hopefully, I'm actually looking forward to quite a nice August and some nice moves. That's it for this video. I'll catch you again at the end of the month. But for now, happy trading.